Hi, I'm back. Uh, this I would say is our actual first video. The previous video was just an introduction. We actually, these are going to be short videos, and these are going to just be the small sparks which are going to cause the fire. The fire, after I just put in the spark, the rest of the fire is in your hands. So, yeah. Let me start with what this video is going to be about. So, we do a lot of things in our life. In our lives, we just try to do. You keep running behind a lot of things: money, uh, power, knowledge. Uh, your life seems to be, a race, or even if it's not a race with somebody else, it's somewhere you keep having to do something every day. Uh, why do we do that after all? Why do we do that after all? If you ask anybody, he would say, yeah, to get a stable life, to get happiness, to be joyful. At the end of it, that's what everybody wants. That's where everybody is trying to go, to be happy forever. There is a small ad, a cool drink ad, a soft drink ad. I still remember, where the person would be asked question, why you are like sitting down idle. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this, you have to get money and stuff. And then he would ask, what am I going to do achieve at the end of it? You're going to be happy, and that's what I'm doing now. So yeah, that makes sense. That honestly makes sense. Why are we are trying to be happy? We are doing a lot of things for that. We are running behind a lot of things, but are we happy at the end? If you're somebody who says you're happy, I'm so happy for you. That's how you should resonate from within yourself. That's what this life is all about. You're going to be here for it's like a rainbow. This life goes off in a few more years, and like you're not sure if you're going to be alive the next minute. And then if this moment you're not happy, what's it about? Yeah. So ultimately, we do everything to be happy, but not all of us are like happy always. Can you be happy always, the whole day, every second of it? Is it possible? Is it feasible? Or is it just uh, a fantasy? Yeah, that's what this is going to be about. So I would just define the problem in our lives. We want to be happy always, and we try to do a lot of things for that, and we are not happy always. We do have bad moments, and we work in our life so hard, still we don't achieve what we want to achieve. That's the paradox. That's the irony of life. So that's what is the problem. Is it addressable at all? Is it possible to be happy forever? I would say it is. I would definitely say it is. And that's what these next few videos are going to tell you about. Again, this is just a spark. The rest of it is going to be in your practice, and you'll figure out. So I learned a lot of things. I dedicate this part of the video to my son. He's a 2-year-old. So I learned a lot of things from him. You know what? As a 2-year-old, I just keep observing him. I love observing him. And like, he never used to be able to walk. He used to keep falling down every moment, every second. He was not able to communicate. All that he could do was and then cry. For everything he would go to his mother. He was dependent on somebody for everything, for his food, for his hygiene, everything. There's nothing that he could do. He would keep trying a lot of things. He would fail. 99% of the times his attempts would fail. That 1% he would succeed, and that 1% he would be so joyful about it. And he works the rest of the 99% of the times just for that 1% of the time. And you know what? Despite being so badly unsuccessful in his life at that age, he's always exuberant about life. You snatch something away from him. The next moment he's going to something else, and he finds that interesting. He just sees some fly going around. He would be so interested in it. He would find so wonderful. You have been seeing that fly every day. A small piece of dust can be so interesting for him. Small piece of paper, he finds it so interesting. We were all like that. We all had that exuberance. We all had that enthusiasm for life. And if you have that enthusiasm for life throughout the day, that's what happiness is about. That's about being happy about. And he is able to do it. We were all able to do it when we were like such small kids. So we lost it somewhere. If you think you're not that exuberant, that enthusiastic about life, do you think you lost that exuberance somewhere? No. Transactional analysis by Eric Berne says that there are 4 states of mind. I'm not okay, you're not okay. I'm not okay, you're okay. I'm okay, you're not okay. And I'm okay and you're okay. And it says that most of the times people are in like the state, yeah, I'm not okay, you're okay. Most of the times. Very rarely people actually feel it. I am okay, man, you're okay. This is the modern psychological concept of I am okay, you're okay. This is about transaction analysis. Everybody should go over it. It's interesting. So somewhere, we actually slip into a stage of somebody is not okay. And he says that 5 years, the first 5 years in your life, that's when you actually understand that you go into one of these states, one of these 3 states. Very rarely people go into what I am okay, you are okay state. That's what Eric Berne says. So somebody is not okay, and that's something which you learn in the first 5 years possibly. So what does that mean? Possibly there is some belief which is instilled in us when we keep growing up. That's when we actually lose that. We have a 24-hour exuberant life as a kid, and we possibly lose. Many of us lose. I don't say everybody. There are enthusiastic people who just keep being enthusiastic for life. So we lose that somewhere, so that we lose our chance of being 24-hour happy. That's what the thing is. So here, this is the next point. So first we define the problem, that we all want to be happy 24 hours a day, and we are not. That's the problem. And the next thing, what is the possible issue that's happening? The possible issue is somewhere in your early days, or as you keep growing up, you keep doing this, you keep accumulating a lot of stuff, you are possibly instilled in some kinds of thoughts or beliefs or something in you, which makes you become something which you were not as a kid, which makes you lose something, the exuberance, happiness which you had as a kid. So is that what is happening? Okay, so this is one other spark. I want you to think about it. So possibly the beliefs that you actually keep getting in, you believe certain things in your life as you keep growing up, maybe looking at what is happening around you, and that's making you different from what you naturally were. So the next thing I would say, possibly you should consider stopping believing things which are just fed to you. Stop believing things. Stop believing in the next few minutes. Stop believing anything which I say, which I tell you. Belief, I don't think is working out in anybody's life. Okay, so maybe thinking for yourself, experimenting for yourself, as my kid does. He just experiments with everything. If you say it's going to hurt you, he doesn't believe it. He tries to touch the fire. So that's something is possibly working in him, and that's possibly why things are not working for us. Okay, so don't believe anything which I say in the next few minutes. These are just sparks. Let the spark get into you. Just be open. My son is open. He listens to everything. Just try to be your son or your daughter, as a kid, as you had seen as a kid, and then go ahead with the next few videos. Okay, so just listen to it with an open mind. Shed off the ego. I know I'm nobody. So just don't think, why is this nobody trying to instruct me? Leave it. The precious gifts can come from empty hands. I may be the empty hands for you. So just keep an open mind and keep listening to the next few videos. And don't believe anything which I say. Just be open to experiment on it in your lives. It has worked for me beautifully. I have hit the treasure. I hope you do. Thank you.